Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Badgers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Throwing Joseph. Here's a heat. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming.
The option, the keeper, stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Joseph with the catch. It's Kearney. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Throwing Joseph. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And And we knew the challenge this QB had against this defense. This is the best pass defense in the country. They do such a great job using their eyes, making plays, breaking on the football. They do a little bit of everything. And early in this football game, Palmer, the defense gets a win.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback now, you got to turn the page, but you got to be reminding yourself, timing. Against the #1 rated pass defense, you've got to throw everything on time, and if it's not open, you get on in your progression or you throw it away or you take off, but you've got to have a plan.
Makes the catch. It's Stewart. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Nice job getting to the QB there. The best Wisconsin defenses always seem to have a game breaker and a difference maker. This guy can be that for this unit. But when you think back to the Watt brothers, right? TJ, JJ, nobody could block those guys one-on-one, and they just ruined coordinators' game plans offensively.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. They'll go play action with Moore. Unloads to the right. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to talk about, say, you think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. There he goes. Puts him in the spin cycle. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! An impressive run from the back, gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Makes it past the marker. At midfield, he's got room. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dante Moore. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Moves around to clear up the vision. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Still on his feet at the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Joseph. Plucks it out of the air. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man.
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Coming out with it, it's Bear. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Running inside, it's Griffin. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. Well, wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Tries to get it on the ground. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Makes the grab. It's Stewart. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Trying to run, it's Griffin. Maybe some room here. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Lets it fly. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. Third down coming up.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And here comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing Joseph. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Now here's Joseph. Got the back over the middle. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on 3rd and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I don't want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play, get the huge first down on 3rd and long.
Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
They're going to ride this running back, and he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They believe they can run right here. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. As much a part of Wisconsin as cheese and brats feed that running back for first downs.
It's crazy, Reese. They don't find the most highly recruited guys, but they find tailbacks who are dudes. And Ron Dane to Jonathan Taylor to whoever it is, they always find a bell cow running back at the University of Wisconsin.
The Badgers with the 1st and 10. Joseph. Working the big fella to the corner. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Badgers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a space. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And they tacked on the extra point.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing in the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Throwing more. Blasted as he lets it go. Snagged out of the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Griffin. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Moore. Going long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half. They
go play action with Joseph. Finds his man. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? A run for the quarterback. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Kansas in their matchup against the number 12 team, the West Virginia Mountaineers.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
And it's the Jayhawks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And what it does is get this group to 9 victories. By anyone's standards, a darn good season. Now the question is, can they parlay this to postseason success?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just
trying to get it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And the stomping has commenced.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bind, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this 3rd quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Dante Moore. They get to him, and down he goes, and that's the danger of trying to take a shot on 2nd and short.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
He rifles one deep down the middle. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Throwing Joseph. Under fire. Still looking for a man. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Going to the running game. And he's knocked down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he won't make it to the marker. Stonewalled for the 2nd straight play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Joseph. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll go back to the ground. Powers through the defender. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Moving out to the right. Had to get rid of it quickly.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. He's got enough for the 1st down before he stopped at the 22-yard line.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to...
Makes a grab and room to run. Powers through. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! Man, for the love of Tolzien and Stocco, what a day this guy's having.
And I think everybody gets the label as a Wisconsin quarterback as game manager. I think he's tired of hearing that. He said, listen, give me the rock, I'll spin it around, make some big plays, and he's putting on a show today.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Joseph. Pocket breaking down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? There is a Badger slow to get up. They'll stop play and have the trainers look at him. And the Badgers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Finding some room.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wisconsin! His 17th touchdown of the season and third of this game. And the extra point is good. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Throwing more. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls.
Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Motion from the back. More to the air again. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The run inside. It's Griffin. Corralled and stopped, and he just picked and weaved and bobbed his way for 5. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go right back to it. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
Looking for space. It's Griffin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Rifles it down the middle. He's got it inside the 30. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Moore. It's caught. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense going all in to stop the run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a third down and goal situation.
Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Moore from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Oregon! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can do it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it.
There's a crease. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun on third down, Joseph. Going over the top. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Joseph on the play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Dupree. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing Joseph. Pressure coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll go out of bounds at the 12, and not much doing on that kick return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Here's more to throw. Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. More to throw for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that